Sometimes, reading is hard for our brains because it takes time as we have to identify certain features in letters to be able to read them. Our brains interpret every letter as a picture. That is why visuals play a central role in understanding text. Out of all the senses, the sense of seeing trumps them all when it comes to learning and memory. We're more likely to recall visual information, and we're amazing at remembering pictures. According to Picture Superiority Effect or PSE, people will only remember 10% of what you say 72 hours later. However, if you add both a picture and word together, retention increases to 65%. Why do you think so? We'll learn about that as we go on. Good day, grade 10 students! Welcome to another episode of Bamboo Telescuela, which is aired on DW and DFM, CMD Cable Channel 1, and also streaming live at SDO Cauayan Facebook page. I'm Teacher Maancelene, and this is your School on Air in English 10. Now, get your modules and pen, and we'll begin. Let me inform you of our objectives in this lesson. First, identify different textual aids. Second, have an awareness on the importance of the theme of the story to real-life situations. And third, determine the effect of textual aids like advanced organizers in understanding a text. But first, let us have a review about your previous lesson in English 10. Last Monday, Sir RJ discussed about informational text. Informational text is a non-fiction writing, written with the intention of informing the reader about a specific topic. Examples are informative speech and news reports, which are totally different from each other. Informative speech follows an essay-type approach with three main parts: the introduction, body, and conclusion, while news reports follow the inverted pyramid and do not have conclusions, since most important information can be drawn from the lead statement. Further, informative speech can be too long, while news reports are suggested to be brief. Informative speech can be delivered in a stage, in an informal setting, while news reports are delivered in a broadcast. Let us activate your schema or prior knowledge about today's topic. What comes into your mind when you hear the words text and aid? Take a look at these pictures. These illustrations make students to easily and quickly memorize, remember, and learn important information. These are textual aids. Textual aids are educational instruments which could be written text or printed text, and other ways of emphasizing the essential phrases, thoughts, graphs, and/or images. Textual aids are tools or materials that provide support and facilitate understanding of text. These aids are most of the time graphical outlines or images that gives a general idea of a certain topic. Simple examples of textual aids are those words being highlighted, bolded, italicized, and adding charts, graphs, diagrams, maps, tables, and other advanced organizers. Graphic organizers are visual representation of knowledge that structures information by arranging important aspects of a concept or topic into a pattern using labels. They help present information in concise ways that highlight the organization and relationships of concepts. In short, they help us readers to understand the text easier and remember it more using illustrations. Please watch or listen to this video clip about some examples of graphic organizers.
This video will explain different types of graphic organizers and how you can use them to plan your paper. Graphic organizers are tools that can help you see connections and relationships visually, which makes them very useful for visual learners. Graphic organizers are used to facilitate brainstorming, analysis, and evaluation of support before you begin to write. The type of graphic organizer that you use will depend on what you want to do. You can use an organizer for brainstorming, comparing and contrasting, and exploring cause and effect and identifying problems and solutions. Brainstorming. When you are brainstorming, you are trying to come up with ideas. Mind maps or cluster diagrams are useful tools for brainstorming. They can help you branch out from an idea or subject to related ideas or components of a subject. Comparing and contrasting. Comparing and contrasting two or more things can help you better understand ideas. This technique involves examining how they are similar and how they are different from each other. Examples of graphic organizers for comparison and contrast are matrix diagrams and Venn diagrams. The matrix organizer helps you to organize your research findings based on similar points of comparison and enables you to note significant differences. The Venn diagram uses overlapping circles to categorize the similarities and differences of two or more things, such as two articles on the same subject. Cause and effect, or problem and solution. Using a graphic organizer can help you analyze the causes of events or problems. The fishbone diagram can be used to organize writing tasks that focus on cause, effect, or on cause and effect, with the cause above and the effect below. It can also be useful for diagramming a problem and possible solutions. You can use graphic organizers to help you plan your next paper, or use them to organize your own study notes. Thanks for watching!
Can you recall the types of graphic organizers shown in the video? For brainstorming, you may use mind maps and cluster diagrams. For comparing and contrasting, you may use a matrix or Venn diagram. For showing cause and effect or problem and solution, you may use a fishbone diagram. These are the benefits of graphic organizers to students. Understand the concept of part to whole, record relationships, clarify and organize ideas, improve memory, comprehend text, and recognize and assimilate different points of view. On the other hand, these are the benefits of graphic organizers to teachers. Show and explain relationships between and among content, make your lessons interactive, help visual learners to acquire information more easily, motivate students, assist students in pre-writing techniques, and assess what students know. Take a look at this pair of wings and brainstorm to create a graphic organizer. Here are some of the possible answers. Wings are made of feathers, used by angels. It could be associated with sky, a superhero costume, transportation, part of an airplane, lightweight, or used by birds. This illustration is related to our story for today. Let's watch this video clip about the Greek myth Daedalus and Icarus, while some of you may also read it on your modules. Let us have the main characters of the story. Daedalus, father of Icarus, a craftsman and an architect. He designed the labyrinth for the Minotaur in Crete. He aided Theseus to escape from the labyrinth. Icarus, son of Daedalus. He soared up, exultingly forgetting his father's words of caution. He drowned in the sea, which was later named after himself. King Minos, the powerful ruler of Crete, husband of Pasiphae, fell terribly mad at Daedalus as he learned it was through him that Theseus had managed to escape from the labyrinth. Queen Pasiphae, wife of King Minos. Minotaur, the half-man, half-bull creature. Theseus, the great Athenian hero, son of King Aegus, fled to Athens with Ariadne after he had battered the monster to death. Princess Ariadne, the daughter of King Minos and Queen Pasiphae, who fell in love with Theseus. She asked Daedalus to help Theseus find his way around the labyrinth. King Caucasus, the king of Sicily, received Daedalus with kindness and generosity. Here are the setting of a story: Athens, Crete, Sicily, Icarian Sea, Icaria, and Labyrinth. Now let us proceed to the summary of the story. Daedalus is a brilliant inventor. He unfortunately angers King Minos, who punished him and his son Icarus. Desperate to flee the island, Daedalus uses wax to build some wings for himself and his son. Daedalus warns his son to fly only at the middle height, but Icarus heeds his father's advice. He is having so much fun flying that he forgets the warning and flies too close to the sun. And so his wings melt, and Icarus falls into the sea and drowns. Daedalus was devastated by his son's death. He flies on to Sicily, where he mourns and builds a temple in honor of the god Apollo. Did you understand our topic for today? Can you now define textual aids like graphic organizers? Text aids are visual elements which help learners and readers understand and remember the content easier. Some examples of these are advanced organizers like Mind Maps, Cluster Maps, Venn Diagram, Matrix, KWL Chart, T-Chart, and Fishbone. Can you tell me the theme of the story? There are 3 possible themes. First, overestimation of one's abilities. Icarus gets careless and believes he can fly higher than he actually can. Second, pride. Daedalus had grown restless and hated his exile and capture in Crete. Due to his desperation to escape, he invented the pair of wax wings. Third, obedience is important. The death of Icarus was due to his disobedience to his father. These values from the stories are relevant today. Obedience is a must in this time of pandemic, and we must not let our pride govern our choices in life. That ends our lesson. I hope you learned a lot today. If you still have questions and clarifications, message your English teachers. Learning never stops despite hurdles. Always tune in here on DW and DFM, CMD Cable Channel, and Facebook page of SDO Cauayan for more live updates. This has been Teacher Maancelene for Bamboo Telescuela, bringing education at the comfort of one's home. Be safe! Bye!